Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here. Type in where you are. This is a first I'm going to be demonstrating. I'm so happy to show you things. And what I was thinking about is type in where you are. What I was thinking about is there are different ways of learning lettering, and that's what I'm going to show you about. Um, And I've got some things from class, from boot camp class, I'm going to show you. Kim, I'm not seeing anybody in the chat yet. There they are. Yay. Yay. Hello, hello. It's so good to see people. Oh, we've so many people. This is the first time I'm doing this kind of thing where I'm going to be demonstrating. And I told the team I really want to show things. I want to demonstrate. Of course, I love art supplies. I love art materials. I'm going to show you some funny, weird ways to make lettering, some neat and tidy ways. I want everyone to love lettering the way I do. I love lettering so much. I've loved it my whole life. I keep evolving with it, and I want you to enjoy it. And it is our boot camp lettering class that's going on right now. And I'm going to tell you all about it. Kim is going to, if people ask questions, she's going to chat them out, talk them out, and let me know. So here's the thing, okay? I was thinking, I want this thing today to be for all kinds of people. I want it for so-called beginners. I don't know what that word means because everyone's made a letter in their life, all the way to uh, so-called really advanced experienced people, but it's really not so much about that as it is the way you make letter forms. Do you want to feel a safe way with grids and neatness and control? Do you want to be risky and what I call free rein lettering? Just came up with that today. Free rein lettering. So, hey from Berkeley, hey from New York City, two places I've lived. Becky McCarthy's in the house, yay. Kim's in the back helping out. So, I guess, Kim, we could, well, let me ask the people in the chat. Do you, yeah, do you see yourself as more of free reign? Oh, it says somebody says Lilla Rogers. I don't know who's in as Lilla Rogers to everyone.
I think
Um,
that's Jenny. Jenny, I think you're logged in as Lilla.
British Jenny.
Yes.
Is British Jenny in the house? Oh, that's so good. Yeah, are you free reign or are you like nice and safe? And you can go between two. You can go between them. Yeah, there are times. Okay, so why don't we shift Kim to the little overhead thing? Why don't we do that? Okay, can you spotlight? Yeah, perfect. Okay, who's in the boot camp class right now? Type in me or something. Yeah, fabulous. I love this course so much. You're going to learn so many things. Um, who? Well, okay, that works. Joining today, wonderful. We have hundreds and hundreds of people in there, and it was important to me that I create a class. Today's the last day to sign up. They want me to tell you that. Um, it was important to me to create a class where you would fall in love with lettering the way I do, where you would grow, where you would try more lettering styles than you usually do. So that's important to me. How many of you are feeling that? Oh, it's fantastic so far. Thank you. You know, I pour my love into my courses. I think you know that. And I only create a course if I'm like insanely passionate and obsessive with it. Yeah, and that's how I want you with your lettering too. Just make letters that you like and letterings that you don't like too. You have to try things. Okay, let's get down to beeswax because people want to see that some action. Micro mini and Kim, it looks like the quality is good today. Crisp, right?
Yeah, it looks great.
Got my coffee. Okay, important. So what's the micro mini? Those of you in class know you get one of these every day for 5 days for the first week of class of each month. So you'll get a total of 17. Yeah, I'll explain later. Anyway, and then, so you've had 5 days of these downloads. And then on Monday, you're going to get your big assignment. And what includes, what's so cool about it is you're prepared for the big assignment. You have all this lettering to do. So I want to talk, I put this here because this is me messing around with lettering and looking at fonts and doing my thing. But look at the variety of stuff, and you're going to evolve your own style. You're going to evolve your own. I love how like gothy creepy this one is. Okay, so this is one of the downloads that you got, I think, in the prep. And what I did here was to play around. And here, let's get a pencil. You know what? I love a pencil. I love a pencil. And um, but what I want to show you with this before we get to safe and free reign is look what happens when you elongate the letters. Notice too that they're all rounded. You see? They're all round. Oh, I got the real thing. The real thing. It's famous. Yes, I did have to buy this. Okay, I did, and its sister. I had to buy this one. Look at this. But I have a better faceted font for you, which you did in class. Okay, you want to um where's my paper? You can play around with just making letters and go slow. There's no rule that says you have to zip through. So you can go like this, and this one is like chubby. You can elongate. You can elongate. And what I want to work on today a little bit is showing different media. This is one of my favorite of all time. This is a very soft 100% rag Arch 88 paper. You do not need to do that. And this is a Ritmo pencil. Ritmo. 3B, I like 6B. It goes on like silk. And by slightly altering how I hold or press the pencil, I can get thick and thin. You see that? So this is a nice one. Has anyone used a Ritmo? And I on purpose do wonky. I just do. That's how I like it. Boom. Now I'm lowering the crossbar way down. I'm ending it with lines here. And I'm doing very controlled shadows. Kim, I'm really pleased how crisp it is today. That's really good. Okay, so, but look at the M. You can make it crazy wide. And notice how this is wider than this. It's sloping down. Okay, you can do that. You do whatever you want. I can go like this. I can go, look how they're starting close together and then they get fatter, get thinner and closer again. I'm going now on the point of my pencil to get a skinny line. And what if I did this? What if I did like something like that? And now I have an M. I'm not spelling almonds correctly. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm doing a live demo. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Lilla, Candace is wondering if you can repeat what the paper was.
Sure. Arch, ARCHES 88 silk screen paper. I don't know if they still make it. I used it when I was an illustrator a long time ago. And let's say I want to add like some little fun jobbers here and dots and a serif. And maybe I want to color that serif in. Oh, I'm so happy that this is working. We spent so much time on the technical aspect before we went live. But I'm really pleased. Are you enjoying this? Yes, it will be recorded. Okay. but you don't, you play around with the paper you want. Now I'm going to, by the way, I have to show you this. So I have two, where's the, oh, here we go. Two colored pencils, Ebu here and Prismacolor Premier. Love Prismacolor Premier. I have looked long and far to find a really good pink. This looks pretty good, right? Yeah, that's nothing. Wait till you see this one. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so vivid. And you can color it in. Now, the problem with this Ritmo or you can use any charcoal pencil, believe me. The problem with this is it gets messy. So you do want to go outside and spray it with fixative first, and then you can work and make less of a mess. But if you don't touch the black, you'll be okay. Okay. Any questions so far? Hey, Alona. Um, oh, British Jenny, she's giving you a job. Okay. Um, of course, tried and true is the old Micron 12, Micron anything. That's what this was. Tried and true. What's really nice about it is you can press down and get a consistent line. It's not wiggly and jiggly like a brush. It's consistent. 12 is really nice and fat. You have materials at home too. So that's that with the A. This was a free prep. You can get it on the Matt's Make Art That Sells site. So that's that. Cool, right? I like it. It's good when you like your own art. Those
Hey,
help
Lilla,
me.
can you say the name of the pink again, and also if you have a favorite fixative that you use?
I don't have a favorite fixative. Thank you for asking. I love these questions. This is the Prismacolor Premier. The whole Prismacolor Premier section line is really great. Although there are other ones too, like the Derwent Color Soft, beautiful too. They're just getting more soft, really intense pigment with softerness. Softerness is a word. I just made it up. Softerness. Okay. So next, I want to show you. How's everybody doing? By the way, I want to show you, and I'm going to do watercolor later. This is another one. It's on the website. Oh, good. How's class? Good, good. Oh, you're drawing with me, Sarah? This is great. Oh, you're happy to be here. Aren't we having fun? I think I'll do more of these now that we worked out everything. So we're looking at this word cookbook. Wait a minute. I have to go upside down backwards. No, not really. Oh, sorry. There we go. Boom. Look at the little bumps. That's what we're talking about. So for this, what did I use for this? So what now I want to talk to you, as I said, there's safe art, safe lettering when you just want to, like, don't make me think, just tell me what to do. I want to enjoy. And then there's free reign. So safe is simply a matter of drawing lines or get out that graph paper. Go buy some calligraphy graph paper and it'll give you the X height. What's the X height? It's the thing in the middle. That's if you had like a lowercase a, and then you had a G, and then you had an H. This is the ascender height. This is the descender height. You don't need to know this, okay? But anyway, so let's say you wanted to do the word cookbook and you wanted nice guidelines. I'm using just a regular pencil. And to make it really easy, maybe you'd make the letter C. Get back over here. And then later you'd go in and add the bumps. Okay? You can work digitally, but I really hope you do some traditional. It's very satisfying for you. So that's a C. Look how nice and neat. It's calming. I'm enjoying it. You'd think I wouldn't because I'm all free range. And the O gets thinner top and bottom. Same with the C, actually. I want you to observe that. Observe things. You don't have to obey. I never do. But you go in, and then I'm going to add in the middle a nice little bump. And always be sure that your letter is legible. That's the main thing. And this is nice. I'm having fun. If you don't already have them, you can grab your free worksheets on the blog. Thank you, Becky. Yeah, that's true. We can color this in with, this is the Derwent Color Soft. And I'm going to shade a little. Derwent Pastel, but that's going to be messy, which is fine, but I'm just telling you, no need to freak. It's also Derwent Pastel. And so then for free range people, you can make wonky lines or no lines. I don't make lines, I make them in my head. I visualize them in my head so that I kind of know maybe where I'm going one letter in advance. So, for example, I might do, let's do cookbook. Oh no, I can't use a pencil. That's not, don't ask me why, but I can't right now. I don't make the rules. We're going to get to fountain pens. Not this one. You do not need to buy a fountain pen for the course. You do not need to buy anything. So I'm kind of riffing off what I've learned with this cookbook thing. And now I know I'm going to make this O bigger. And I'm going to put these here and here. So I'm experimenting. Oh, I don't like that. So I'll turn it into something. And I'm going to put dots in here. And guess what? By the end of the course, as I said, you're going to have 17 pages. You can glue in your page on the book and mess around or tape things down, whatever you want. And then you are going to have such a visual vocabulary. Now I know I'm going to go bigger. See, I'm going up.
Lilla, we have a question from Paula Guzman, and I'll just ask everyone, if you have questions, could you please put them in the Q&A panel? That way it's just a bit easier for me to access. But Paula is saying, when it comes to printing, is it better to color lettering traditionally or digitally?
When it comes to what? Coloring?
To printing. So I guess, you know, if something is being printed for a book or something.
Oh, printing out on your printer, printing to a client, or printing like a printed letter. Let's see what she says. So really doesn't matter. You just want a good scan. If you do it traditionally, you can even do it with your phone now or a scanner. Okay, so that is, I hope that answered it. If not, we can go back. Then what I did was, I'm really riffing where I'm going in and I'm coloring in. I'm adding a little bit of something else. And then that little tweaky thing, little. Okay. And you can go on and on with the coloring, but I just want to show you all how to play. I'm showing you how to play. That's what I'm showing you. Okay, next up.
Lilla, sorry, just before you move on from the fountain pens, we have a few questions about that. So people are wondering if you can explain, first of all, what a fountain pen is, and then also how do you keep your fountain pens with cartridges from clogging up?
Oh, okay, we got a lot about fountain pens. So first of all, you do not need to get a fountain pen. I will show you what I like. You can also use, which I did for a million years and still do, a dip pen. I'm so glad I have all my supplies here. A dip pen. This is a dip pen, very inexpensive. You dip it in the bottle of ink, any black ink. I suggest a permanent ink. Carbon ink works in a fountain pen. Any ink, you dip it in. Well, why not show you? No more chit chat. So, um, oops. And we're gonna go, what word are we doing now? I don't have another sheet. We'll do, um, cookbook. First of all, do you love that sound? I sure do. You get the world's best little lines and thick lines. And I'm gonna like fill it in. Can you see? I'll hold it up in a sec. I mean, I've used a dip pen, a crow quill, since the late 60s, early 70s, and it was always my favorite. See the little lines? Um, but you do keep dipping in. You will get the best thins and thicks you're ever going to get in your whole life. Okay, now let's compare to a fountain pen. Again, it's more expensive. It's not needed. I like it because I can sit curled up on my calm down chair in the morning with my cup of coffee, my Jacob cup, and I have a fountain pen and not worry about spilling on me. So I do have about 35 fountain pens, but you know, that happens. Where did I? You should see what a mess everything is here. Nope, not, I don't want that one, don't want that one, don't want that one. I want my, oh, here it is. Okay. This is a fountain pen. I like Fountain Pen Revolution because it has an ultra flex nib. It's going to most replicate this, not as much. Here we have it. Here we have Fountain Pen Revolution with flex nib. So what I want to show you with either of these, with either the dip pen, how do I lose things so quickly? Oh, here. With the dip pen or this and permanent ink, we're going to play with watercolor. So let's say we do, well, I guess we're going to do a lot of C's today. Right. And you can do pencil first.
So
And of
Lilla,
course,
a couple more
yeah,
questions about fountain pens. Do you need ink lubricants for fountain pens? And also, you may have just answered this, but do you like a stiff nib on your dip pen or is it bendy on the dip pen?
that's really personal preference. I don't even know what I have on here. Um, I don't know. I would play. It depends a lot about your own pressure, how much you press, how much you want give, and so forth. I like and I kind of adapt to whatever it is. I have a million of them and a million nibs. Want to see? Here's my nibs. And this is like an antique now. So once I went in and did this and labeled them, let's see. Can you see the labels? So I did label it. I have Croquill, I have 101, Hunt Drawing 99, 22 extra fine, italic fine, that's italic, Talca, and Gilo 170. I do own Every Art Supply, maybe, maybe not. So, okay, so this is the fountain pen, and let's try to get really thin. And now by pressing, I do get a thicker line, but it's not as good as the dip pen. By the way, I just want to say something right now. You can work the whole course in a flare, a marker, and a pencil. That's how I built the course. I just thought I wanted to show you some of the things that you might enjoy. You do not need to do any of these for the course. The purpose of the course is to learn some letter forms. But I thought while we're at it, we're going to try some different materials. So now what we're going to do, we're going to try to find the lid. Oh, here it is. We are going to get out some watercolors and going to play. Let's do the other. Where's my other set? Okay. I have little mini sets like these, supposedly for travel, but I wanted to show you, look, you can buy these little plastic cups. You glue gun them into your thing, squeeze in tubes of your paint, and make your own colors. How great is that? So you can do that. And do you know the little trick of taking a spray bottle and misting your palette in a sec? And then look, it's all wet. So that's cool. I got a million of them. Okay, what are people saying, Kim?
They're saying, oh, that's really cool. Great idea. I was just about to type in and say, of course you have like a beautiful vintage spray bottle. You're not just using some plastic
That's
monstrosity.
funny. Well, I'm at the point in my life where I can upgrade things. So does this dry yet? You can
We
fill
also
in.
had, oops, sorry. We also had another question about what kind of notebook are you using?
Um, you first of all, you can just get something really inexpensive, even like spiral bound, and just take your scraps of paper and tape them in or glue them in. This is my ink not dry, but I love it. Let's see what book this is. It's just one of these. Oh, what happened? Oh, why is this blocking? Has that been doing it the whole time?
No, you must have just knocked it or something just now, maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it might be, there you go.
oh,
That's,
phew.
yeah.
Terrified. Okay. Um, Here is permanent ink, and it's nice and dry. And then if you use a watercolor, you can go on top and not smear. Isn't that lovely? I like to add a little bit of another related color or unrelated color to whatever I do. So I'll learn it eventually. So it makes it more interesting than just one solid color, in my opinion. So there we go. Okay, we have learned a variety of techniques. We have tried some different papers and tools. I think I covered everything. How pretty that is. Oh yeah, this is what I want to do. So we can go ahead and riff off of for class, by the way, riff off of our lettering. For class, you can get as involved as you want with your art. So here I'm kind of, okay, I've got letters and a central thing. It's not really, I don't know, kind of making like a little border. Notice too, when I use my brush, I'm I'm tipping, I'm using the point, I'm pressing, I'm going flat, I'm doing different things with the brush. Use your brush for all the ways it can give you lines. Okay.
Lilla, we have quite a few questions about what materials they're using. I'm wondering if maybe we should put
Oh,
together a materials list that we could, give to everyone of
yeah,
everything you've used. People are wondering if you're using India ink or when you're making your custom little pens, is that gouache or watercolors that get squeezed in?
both.
Oh,
So this is carbon ink, which I use with my fountain pen here so that it doesn't bleed when I use watercolor. And it's very black. For your dip pen, you can use any ink you want. Oh, look, I keep knocking it. You can use any ink. This is just a few. You can use acrylic ink, good old Higgins ink. You can use anything you want. Um, what else did they want to know, Kim? Pretty.
So what's the name of the black water resistant ink that you're using?
Carbon ink.
Great. And also another question about when you're using a dip pen, sorry, this is going back a little bit. When using a
That's
dip
okay.
pen, do you rinse in water before setting down or do you wait until finished using? I'm not sure I understand the
What do you
question.
think that means?
Um,
Um,
I think it might have been when you were using the ink and then the watercolor on top. Do you wait until
it dries for sure.
dry? That was
Unless you,
Kristen Murphy who said that question. Maybe you can just clarify in the chat, Kristen.
here's where I didn't wait till it dried and it bled, which is nice. You can do that. You could even control the timing. You could say, I'm going to wait a little till it's dry, part dry, so I get some bleed, or I'm not going to. But again, I hope I'm not overwhelming anybody about the class. Am I? Because all you have to do is just do the letters. Just do the letters of your page. For 5 days, you get a different page. What do they see? Oh, no, it's perfect. It's fine. Good. I never want anyone to feel overwhelmed. I only want you to feel comfortable with what you're doing. Okay, good. What
And
about,
Roberta's wondering if your course is for beginners or for seasoned artists as well.
I love that you asked that. And as I said in the very beginning, I made the course, all my courses are for all levels because we can't really delineate always someone's level. I do have professionals in the class, people who are making a living as illustrators. That said, my courses are for everyone, all levels. It's the magic. And if you can hold a pencil and if you can look at the worksheet and where's the other worksheet? Um, and if you can just read the directions and then do the letter forms, that's it. Then the second week you get an assignment based on what you've already learned. So you're halfway there. Your calming way and your soft voice was reassuring. Oh, thank you, Erin. You
There's
know,
another lovely comment from Lele, I think. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it says, Lilla, you're not overwhelming. Actually, it's very great to see you experimenting. I've been doing the assignments, and after seeing you, I'm more inspired to be riskier and playful.
yay, 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 yay. Take, I always say, take what you like and leave the rest, which I learned at a yoga retreat about 40 years ago. It's really true. Just take what it was very, very like esoteric. And and I want you to do that too. You may be like, I hate the mess. I'm never going to do it. Okay, that's great. I also say stay open. It's an opportunity to learn. That said, I want you to be discerning of what you like. If you want to work digitally and have it crispy and clean, I love that. I want you to be you. Other questions?
Yeah, so that sort of feeds into this question by Sally, who asks, what advice do you have for people who are trying too hard to make the lettering perfect? How can we loosen up?
I love that question. And I want you to think about, are you enjoying making it so-called perfect? There is no perfect. If you're enjoying working that way, then go for it. Go for it. If it's the process is fun for you, if you like how it's looking, then it's working. If it makes you physically uncomfortable and tight, then I would say take a little risk with, like, make some wonky lines and see what happens and use a tool that isn't precise, you know, and see what happens. We all have the art journey is a journey of spiritual self-discovery, 100%. It's where we are all trying to figure out, I like this, I don't like this. I don't like how that's on this paper. I don't like the grain. Okay. Do you like it on this paper? Yeah, I do. I like it on this paper. Okay, good information. Is that too messy for me? Yeah, too messy. I want it cleaner. I want to go in afterwards in Procreate or Photoshop and clean it up. Wait till you see all the different, on another note, all the different letter form styles I'm going to give you. You're going to go nuts. You're going to go nuts. Here's a recap of what we did today. Other questions?
There is another question about the course. So how is the course delivered? Is it online and can you dip in and out forever, or is it a limited time?
Oh, Becky and Jenny, will you answer? You do have it. I think we give it to you for like 6 months or something. First of all, it runs 3 months. You get something every Monday. It's a very nice pace, except for the first week of every month, you get a different page like this to play with your little instructions of what to do. Then the second week of each month, you get an assignment with lots of visuals, lots of instruction. And then the third week, I will either do a pre-recorded technique video, sort of like this, but pre-recorded. And then the fourth week, I come in and chat with you. You can ask me all about career. I'm an art agent, so I I know a lot about making a living as a creative person, and lettering is key for an illustrator. It's so important for so many careers, visual careers. I think that covers it. So that's repeated 3 times. It's all on the makeartthatsells.com website. Lots of detail, the schedule. If if you love letters, then it's a must. Thank you, Jerry. I love Lilla's little giggle so much. I like when I crack myself up, I'll be honest with you. Make sure your comments go to everyone, not host and panelists. This will be my very first class. Oh, good, Paula. Yay. Um,
Lila, just circling back on Kristen's question from before about the dip pen. She's wondering if you rinse your dip pen so that it doesn't harden, I guess, after you've finished working with it.
okay, I'm about to say something incredibly controversial, I know it's going to be a dip pen gate happening right here. And that is, I don't wash my pen out. Even when I taught it on Sanchez Street in San Francisco, to get through grad school, I taught 2 calligraphy classes a week. And I said, I don't wash it out. And I'll tell you why. But I don't know if it's the right thing. I don't know everything. Where's my dip pen? Oh, here. I When you first get it, you probably should wash it off with soap and water to get off the oil. But it's so shiny that the ink keeps beating up and coming off, or just doesn't stick as well. And once you have that hardened gunk on there, you can pick up more ink out of the bottle. Another thing I used to do forever is take the dropper bottle and squeeze it onto the thing, but I don't anymore. I forgot to do it and then I stopped. So that's that. Remember, they're just tools. You're the creative genius. A tool is just a tool for you. Um, let's see. Good intel. You mean I didn't have to watch these 4 YouTube videos, but how to wash your dip pen? Sue, that's really good. I mean, everybody has their own way of working, and I always like to say this is just my way at the moment. And I do want to remind you that the entire course can be done with dip pen with microns. 03, 05, and 8 are nice. A little tray. And to just go clean and crisp if you like. If you want to do messy, fine, but you don't have to. Okay, anything else? Any comments? I hope I do more live demonstrations. You know what? I hope I do more live demonstrations too, Victoria. I'm really enjoying this, and I have a treasure trove of information that's just, you know, languishing in this room. Oh, thank you, Alona. I'm going to see you in France. I'm excited. Um, oh, let's see. I love your references you've been giving us in class. Oh, good. This demo has been helpful more and more. Yes, fun to see you play. It's fun to play, isn't it? Nice on a Friday afternoon too. I'm really happy about that. So again, today is the last day for the lettering course. Be sure you've signed up because you want to not miss, and you can download everything for this week already. This felt like art therapy play. Oh, Lilla, these demos are great. Like we're standing right at your shoulder. I have been craving showing how to do stuff, art, and I couldn't figure out a way, but then I figured this out. So I'm really happy. Yeah, we'll try to do more. I might do a surprise one in boot camp that's live. I did 2 recorded ones, but now that you're spoiled, you're going to be like, why is it recorded? Why can't we be live? Um,
Lila,
Becky said,
one more
yeah.
comment. Oh, sorry, one more comment about the class. Heather is asking, can you say more about what happens in future Zoom calls? Is there more instruction and demos like this?
Okay, everything is delivered on Mondays, and the 4th week of every month is alive with me. Knowing that you love this, and because I'm the chief creative officer, the chief content officer, I can change content on a whim. Knowing this went well, I'm thinking, why not for the 4th week, instead of me just chatting about careers, in addition, maybe I'll do a live demo too, and we have a good hour or so. So, right? Wouldn't that be good? I just thought of it right now because of your energy and enthusiasm. That's how I do classes. So many courses are in the can. I understand that. Not everybody wants to be spontaneous and in the moment, and you want editing and so forth in your course. But having taught for like 4 decades or so, I love live interaction teaching, and I wanted to try this. So maybe we will do that. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, thank you for saying it's generous, but you know what? I get so much out of this. You know that, right? You know I do. Oh, one more thing. One more thing you are gonna love. By the way, did I show you my little cups? Oh, the sun's coming and streaming so pretty. I'm gonna show you one more thing. So look at this. We're gonna take a brush. We're gonna take water. This is fine tech. Fine tech. And we are stirring this metallic. You can also just buy the individual. And look at this. Are you able to see this glistening? This is so nice. I'm sure there are other companies, but these are very pigmented and glistening. Like, isn't that beautiful? And you can even add regular old, look at this poor little one. You should see my actual big palette. It's the size of this whole area of watercolor. I do hope that you try traditional media. Just play. You don't have to, you know, love it. Well, you kind of do, but you have to just try it. You don't have to spend your career on it. Okay. You see how beautiful that is?
Lilla,
See,
what were the metallic paints again? What brand?
fine tech. Yes, I got some gouache out for the first time. Yay. My Dick Blick shopping cart is flowing. That's great. Kim, do you want to read any comments and then we'll close up shop? But I think I'm really loving the idea of this for, um, for what do you call, for the fourth week of each month. Oh, I'm going to dream up a lot of good stuff to demonstrate for you live.
There's just one more question. Most of the questions have been about, what brush are you using or what paints are you using? So I think maybe we'll get together a materials list for everyone.
Okay.
The last question is, Lilla, what direction is your studio facing? You've talked about how much you love your natural light. That's from Charity.
Yes. Yes, yes. What's making this shadow? I don't know. It is North Light. I was so lucky. A lot of my house is southern exposure. This table is North Light. You've probably seen a lot of my flat lays that I style, and the lighting is just like so beautiful. Here, let's style something. I don't know why I'm getting a line there. If this were a normal flat lay, I'd get rid of it. But yeah. How was the quality for everybody? Was the quality pretty good? Oh, good, 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 good. And here's more light. Oh, that makes it worse, doesn't it? Whoops. Well, that's the light off. And let's turn it down. So that's good to note too, that we don't want too much light to make it too blurry. Cool. Oh, I messed up the light a little. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Kim, do you want to put me back on the big screen? Hey, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Um, oh, let's move. It wants me to unmute. Nope. Thank you, thank you. This was a real treat. I really loved it. You made my weekend. You did. I want to see you enjoy yourself. I want to see you make art that's fun for you. I want to see you be kind to wherever you are at in the process. I've been doing this my whole life. I did it professionally for over a dozen years in New York as a freelancer with all kinds of clients. Then I've been an agent and done art for the courses and so forth. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself time to get better and enjoy it. Thank you. This was fun. Thank you. Thank you. I want everybody to have a great weekend and don't spend too much money on art supplies. Don't blame me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you don't need a fountain pen. Trust me. Honestly, the dip pen is better. I only use the fountain pen because, as I said, I'm not going to spill an ink bottle all over myself with my morning coffee curled up in the chair. Okay, thank you, everybody. This has been really fun. Go to makeartthatsells.com. Sign up for bootcamp lettering. Today is the last day, and I really want to see you there. Thank you. Bye.